Alright folks, here we are in my dump of a shop. We're going to try to catch me screw up big time on camera today. What we got going on today is trying to pin the intake camshaft to the gear on my OM606 Mercedes diesel engine. So the whole deal with these things is it's a press or a shrink fit here on the cam. So here is the camshaft itself, this inner circle here, and the outer here is the cam gear. Now these are just basically, like I said, a shrink or a press fit. There's nothing actually physically linking them together. And a problem that happens on some of these, especially when you put a manual transmission behind them, is they tend to jerk, and sometimes this can slip on this and cause a whole bunch of timing problems. So what a lot of guys do is pin it. So that's what we're going to do today. A lot of guys pin the crankshaft too. I made a video on that too. That's already up. But like I said, what we're going to do is actually pin the cam and the cam gear together. Now, how we do that, I was tossing around the idea of putting some TIG welds on it, but the more I thought about it, being that this is a press or a shrink fit, putting heat here could drift the gear out or also make it brittle, because this is carbon steel, and you're pulling a lot of the carbon into the heated area, and it could become very brittle. So what we're going to do is attempt to drill and tap this guy right here and put a 1/4 set screw in it with a whole fuck ton of Loctite. So let me get some stuff together here. What I plan on doing with this whole mess is I got myself a small drill for pilot hole, and then I found this junker kit at the local hardware store. 1/4, got the drill, 13/64 typically for a 1/4 inch 1/4x20 tap. So I'm going to get everything all set up and we're going to attempt this. So what you can see here is that I taped the ever-living snot out of this. I'm trying to work you around here on my tripod, but really put a bag over it for the most part. Taped everything. As the whole timing chain setup is down yonder, making everybody sick here. But like I said, I taped everything off as best as I could to help mitigate metal chips and shavings and everything. I pretty much did the best I could. The only other option besides this, like I said, is welding or is removing the entire camshaft, which I'm not really into at this point. All I had to do was pull that one cap off that I'll retorque once I have everything done here. But let's get to it instead of me talking. So here we go, attempting at pinning the intake cam on the OM606. Okay, so what I have here is my cordless drill with my 7/64 bit in it. Real hobo-like, I took some penetrating oil and just sprayed my bit with some oil. And we're gonna basically put the drill in between these two marks right here, these where the cam and everything is, to make our pilot. Probably right in between there, or wherever the drill is comfortable drilling, and just run it through. First time as the pilot. So here goes nothing. Alright, let's see how we're gonna get this in here. Blocking anything? Okay, we are through with the pilot hole. Now what I'm probably going to do is get my vacuum over here and vacuum all that nonsense out just to mitigate some of that. So I'll pause you here, I'll grab my vacuum, I'll vacuum it out, all that fun stuff, so hang tight. Okay, so that makes me feel a little bit better about the whole situation. Let's take you back in. Got that all cleaned up. Now we're going to put the 1364 bit through this mamma jamma. Cut pretty decently. I mean, it's not like hard. I don't know. It just kind of makes you get that little uneasy feeling in your gut doing something like this, but typically once it's done, you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad, and then you think you're a pro. So I'll do the same thing just because it worked the last time. I'll take I think I found this in the garbage or something, open and shut penetrating oil. It's like super vintage. I'll spray a little on my end of my drill here. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good for it. And then basically I'm just gonna run the 13/64 through this completely, just like I did the pilot. And then do the same thing. We'll mitigate some of those chips. And then we'll get ready to tap her. And I guess we don't want to tap it all the way through, so we want the set screw to bottom out, and then we'll Loctite the snot out of the set screw. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's drill this next hole. Here we go. Oh boy. There we go. I just did slight pressure. Didn't want to bend the bit or anything crazy. So we're through with the 13/64. I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to vacuum this out. So here we go. Little vacuum noise coming for you. Oh boy. Getting crazy here. Alright, so now that that's through, basically right down the midline, as you can see here, I'm going to get my little tap-a-do thing, tap handle, and I'm going to attempt to tap that, and not all the way through. Sorry for the shaky tripod. So let me get all that stuff together, get it set up, get a little Earl on the tap, and then we'll start tapping. 1 second, folks. Alright, so got my little 1/4 tap on my tap handle. Got my tap oil or air oil, you know, it's the same. So I'm gonna shoot a little on the tap, shoot her a little on, and then I'm going to attempt to not tap it all the way through. Trying to get her straight too. Might hear some fire engines going off in the background. This weekend is the truck show where I live. All the truck guys have their prides and joys out on display. So I'm going through slowly, trying to make sure I'm semi-straight. And I'm cutting. Oh, shoot, I forgot to clear the chips. Alright, well, I'm going to clean that hole out and then get my set screw. And, like I said, I don't want to tap it out all the way through. Like I said, clear that up and then test my set screw before I lock her down. But again, I don't want to tap that all the way through because I don't want it to just unscrew into the motor. So give me 1 second, guys. All right, we're back. So I have a couple different flavors of set screws here. So obviously right off the bat, this one's probably like 3/4. This one's going. We're not going to use that one. And then the next biggest one here, don't mind my blistering hands. That one looks like 1/2 inch. And the gear ain't even 1/2 inch, so we're not going to use that one. So the only other one I have is this one. So we're going to use this one. It is 3/8, a little more than a quarter. It's more than a quarter, so more than a quarter, less than 1/2 inch. I'm calling it a couple 3/8. And on my Allen key, you see that happening or no? There you go. Get my gorilla mitts out of here. Oh my god, that's perfect. I don't think it gets any better than that. Just like that, folks. She's a pinned. It's not completely flush, but might be like a mill overhanging. I could probably tap it a little bit more, but maybe I'll just tighten it down and then Loctite her in. But there you go, folks. Not bad at all. Pinned camshaft, OM606 as it happened. Video's almost done, and I really haven't screwed up yet, so I'll count that as a win. So if you guys are hesitant about doing this, because I know I was, tape the snot out of it. As you can see, lay a freaking garbage bag over it. Painter's tape as much as you can. Get the little Milwaukee vacuum cleaner. Yeah, man. Tape her up. Try to mitigate as much of that as you can. I actually stuffed some paper towels down in the cylinder head too, just as another layer. But yeah, looks good, guys. I'm kind of happy with the way that turned out. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. But here goes another video. And oh, whoa, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. So I'll take all this off. I'll clean everything out again just to make sure that there's no little debris anywhere. And then the cam cap goes back down on. I believe the torque spec is 15 Newton meters. So whatever that translates to. Is it 11 inch pounds or 11 foot pounds? I don't know. But it's 15 Newton meters. I'm almost positive. So whatever that translates to, that's what the torque spec is for the cam cap. Alright guys, thanks a bunch. Appreciate you watching me doing this. Give her a thumbs up. Smash the like. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the Patreon. No, I don't have a Patreon. It's not like that. But alright guys, thanks a bunch. I'll catch you in the next video. Hopefully this is going in the car soon. Bye-bye.